Hello, welcome to this AVLAND review of the Denon DCD720 CD Player. We're going to talk to you about the features of this CD player, as well as what we think it sounds like. So this is the new sort of lower mid-priced CD player from Denon, and it's got a USB input on the front which you can use for a variety of different things. It has an aluminium front panel, and it has a 192 kilohertz 32-bit DAC, but you can't actually use that for anything. It doesn't have a DAC input, and the USB part of it can only play back standard frequency standard audio. It doesn't even play back WAV files, PCM. It can only play back Windows Media Audio and MP3, or plug directly into an iPod for iPod Digital. But yeah, it's fairly limited. But it has a headphone input on the front. It's built fairly well with its aluminium front panel. The display's underneath the tray. And for the price, it looks quite neat. It looks well made. You've got nice buttons on it. It marries up very well with the PMA 720, which it's designed to do. And there's also a streamer, a media streamer, the DNP 720. You can see here the tray. It's fairly what you'd expect for this sort of price point. The display on it can do text, so it'll do if you're playing back here like we are from an MP3. Or Windows Media Audio on a USB stick, you can navigate the different folders and tracks. So it's quite good if you just want some background music on. Obviously, it's not going to sound as good as if you put a CD in, because it is compressed. So it's not the highest hi-fi you can get. The best thing to do is to play a CD. But for background music, if you've got a party or something like that where you want to have just lots of stuff playing, it's quite good. It's like a jukebox effectively. You could put a load of things on a USB stick and just sit in. It'll play them back, or plug your iPod in and do the same thing, just to have it randomly playing songs. Again, compressed though. Unless you've got stuff uncompressed on your iPod, it's not going to sound as good as a CD. Sound wise, it's a little bit on the brighter side, but detailed is what I'd say, and it's certainly a good step up from the more budget CD players at the entry level. There is a definite more of a warmth to the sound than those ones, but still a little bit bright. You can see here inside the transformer's kept well away from the actual digital to analog circuitry. That's the transformer. It's not a toroidal transformer which you wouldn't expect to get at this price point. There's the CD mechanism. Again, it's not shielded, which you would expect, but you can see at the back there it's got another smaller transformer. I guess that drives possibly the digital circuits. So there's some thought has gone into it here to try and keep noise away from all these circuitry here, which is all part of the DAC and output modules to the analog stage. So there's some thought gone in. It's what you'd expect from a step up from a budget model. The build here, it's better than they are at the base level. At the base level, you get like a plastic fascia, whereas here you get an anodized brushed aluminium fascia, and you've got a choice as well. It comes in black and silver, so does the matching amplifier and network streamer. So if you want a system that goes together and looks all good together, you can do that. It's got that ability, and you can see there, there's a bit of space in the box because it hasn't got the components you'd get as you go higher up the range, which you expect a bit more fuller box. But it's still better than if you were to get like a micro system or a mini system, because you can see you couldn't physically get all this into a smaller box, really. So you are benefiting. On the back here, you've got gold-plated line outs, phono connections. And then you've also got an optical digital output, so if you want to connect it up to an external DAC or a home cinema amplifier, that can be done. And then these remote in and out jacks, they allow it to be controlled through something else's infrared sensor. So you could have, in theory, you could have just this on display, because this is what you need to put a CD in, and you could have the amplifier hidden but you can control the amplifier through the infrared sensor that's on the front panel of this CD player. So quite neat. It's also neat for if you've got one custom installation, with everything hidden away and controllable elsewhere. It's quite useful for that. And if you've also got a home cinema system with some kind of multi-room, you might want that as well. So people could be using maybe the Blu-ray player or DVD player in one room and then listening to a CD in another room. You might want this as a secondary source. So that's what they've intended that for as well. Pros and cons. On the pro side, it looks very nice. It's very, very nice design, the front of it, and matches very well with the amplifier. It looks, more expensive than it actually costs. It has got that USB input on the front, and it has got its own independent headphone socket with volume control, so that's good as well. On the con side, it's a shame that the USB socket doesn't let you play back lossless audio like FLAC or even WAV files, which it's purely capable of doing because it can do it off a CD, but it just doesn't do it off a USB stick. That's a shame. No high definition audio playback either. No 192 or 96 kilohertz sampling playback. It only has a optical out, no coaxial output as well. And no, I would like to see even at this price level, the ability to use its DAC, because it is, the quality of it is quite good, it is quite detailed. It was a shame it hasn't got an optical or coaxial or even a USB input for using a USB Type B input for using it as a DAC from a computer. But apart from that, you can't really fault it at the price. It's what you would expect for the price. That's the end of our review of the Denon DCD720. If you'd like to order this, please visit our website, avland.co.uk. You can also find on there more video reviews. Thank you.